There is a homeless man who is currently suspected of starting the fires with a flamethrower. Residents performed a citizen's arrest when they suspected what he was doing. Mel Gibson's house was burning down while he was on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he knew that, which is why he was very intense while on the podcast. But he knew there was nothing he could do. Many celebrities lost their homes because of this. Some of these celebrities didn't have insurance and lost everything. Miles Teller and Keeley lost their $7.5 million home. Keeley wrote on social media, "Pacific Palisades, I love you beyond measure. You are a little slice of heaven. We will come back stronger than ever. If you're in the LA area, please get out if you can. I wish I grabbed my wedding dress. Wish I did a lot differently, but it doesn't matter. Stay safe." John Goodman, the legendary actor from shows like Roseanne. Well, it looks like his beautiful home in the Pacific Palisades has been completely destroyed by the wildfires. I mean, the pictures are devastating. Not a single room left standing. Even the swimming pool is just gone. It's a real reminder of the power of these fires. Also, make sure you guys let us know if we missed any on this list and if you have been impacted by the wildfires. Make sure to stay safe and evacuate if you are in the evacuation zones. A massive shout out to all the firefighters who are currently risking their lives to try and put out the fire. Paris Hilton, she had to go back and see what was left of her Malibu mansion after those devastating wildfires. Heartbreaking, right? Apparently she watched the whole thing unfold on live TV. Talk about terrifying. This was no ordinary house, folks. We're talking about an $8.4 million mansion with stunning ocean views. Now it's just a pile of ashes. It's a real reminder of the incredible power of these wildfires. Milo Ventimiglia, from This Is Us, he lost his Malibu home in the wildfires, and let me tell you, it's devastating. He and his wife, Jara, were expecting their first child, one. They were getting the nursery ready, the crib was set up, and then the fires destroyed everything. One fan wrote on X, "Life imitates art in the worst possible way, once for Jack Pearson and once for Milo Ventimiglia." It's truly heartbreaking. As someone who watched every episode of This Is Us and cried through it, it's incredibly sad to learn that both Milo and Mandy Moore, his co-star, have lost their homes in these fires. Okay, this is just heartbreaking. Bella Hadid, she posted this photo on her Instagram stories, and it's just devastating. It shows her mom's old house, the iconic Malibu mansion where she and Gigi grew up. It's completely engulfed in flames. We all remember seeing that house on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, right? Yolanda, she used to show it off all the time. Now it's just gone. It's a real reminder of how powerful these wildfires are. JJ Redick, the Lakers coach, has lost his home in the Pacific Palisades wildfires. He spoke to reporters today, and let me tell you, he was clearly shaken. He said, "I was not prepared for what I saw. It's complete devastation and destruction." He even said he hasn't wept or wailed like that in several years. Man, that just hits you right in the gut. Mario Lopez, the host of Extra, posted some wild photos and videos on Instagram today. Turns out a massive chunk of his backyard just fell off. Apparently, there was a torrential rainstorm and the hillside just gave way. He's got this huge gaping hole where his backyard used to be, and the street below is completely blocked. He even joked about it, calling his house Casa Lopez is wounded. Can you imagine? Talk about a wild day. Anthony Hopkins. He shared a message of hope and resilience. He wrote on Instagram, "As we all struggle to heal from the devastation of these fires, it's important we remember that the only thing we take with us is the love we give." That's incredibly moving, isn't it? A powerful reminder from a true legend. Chrissy Teigen and John Legend, they had to evacuate their $17.5 million Beverly Hills mansion because of the wildfires. Can you imagine? They had to pack up their 4 kids, Luna, Miles, Esty, and Ren, and grab their pets and just get out of there. She shared some videos from a hotel room, and you can tell they're shaken up. Chrissy Teigen and John Legend sitting on hotel beds, waiting to hear if their home is still standing. They had to evacuate their mansion because of the wildfires, and they're just waiting, hoping for the best. She even shared some clips on her Instagram story of their bearded dragon, Sebastian. They couldn't leave him behind. Mel Gibson, he was filming with Joe Rogan in Austin, Texas, when he got the news that his Malibu mansion, the $14.5 million one, had burned down in the wildfires. Can you imagine? He was just sitting there talking to Rogan, and he finds out his home is gone. He said on News Nation that he was devastated, that he just kept wondering if anything was left. It's a powerful reminder of how quickly these fires can destroy everything. He also said, obviously it's kind of devastating. It's emotional. Can you imagine? He was filming, and he knew his neighborhood was on fire, so he was just sitting there thinking, I wonder if my place is still there. And then he gets home, and it's gone. He even joked, well, at least I haven't got any of those pesky plumbing problems anymore. Mel Gibson went on to say, I had a lot of personal things there that, I can't get back, all kinds of stuff, everything from photographs to files to, just personal things that I had from over the years, and clothing. These are only things. The good news is that those in my family and those I love are all well, and we're all happy and healthy and out of harm's way. That's all I can care about, really. Barbara Corcoran, the real estate mogul from Shark Tank, she lost her home in the Pacific Palisades wildfires. These fires have been raging through Los Angeles all week, and they've just been absolutely devastating. It looks like Adam Brody and Leighton Meester, from Gossip Girl, their home in Pacific Palisades, it's completely gone. I mean, the pictures are devastating. The roof is gone, flames were ripping through the house, the windows are smashed. It's just a total loss. Can you imagine? It's a real reminder of the power of these wildfires. Mandy Moore. She was slammed online after she shared a GoFundMe to help her family who lost their homes in the LA wildfires. Can you believe it? People were actually criticizing her for asking for help. Well, let me tell you, Mandy did not hold back. She basically told those critics to F off on social media. Look, I get it. These are tough times. But criticizing someone who is already going through a difficult situation, that's just wrong. They just lost their home, and people are criticizing her for asking for help? It's ridiculous. She said, of course we are. Our buddy Matt started this GoFundMe, and I'm sharing because people have asked how they can help them. We just lost most of our life in a fire, too. Kindly F off. No one is forcing you to do anything. And let's not forget, she has a net worth of $14 million. But that doesn't mean her family doesn't deserve support. They just lost everything, including their home, just weeks before their first child is due. It's a heartbreaking situation. John C. Reilly, the actor probably best known for his role in Step Brothers, his home in Altadena, California was completely destroyed in the wildfires. I mean, the pictures are heartbreaking. It's just a pile of ashes. He bought that house back in 2004, a beautiful 2,620 square foot place. Now, it's gone. Eugene Levy, the legendary actor from Schitt's Creek. He lost his home in the Pacific Palisades wildfires. He told the Los Angeles Times that he was stuck in traffic trying to evacuate when the fires were raging. He bought that property back in 2006 for $3.9 million. Not too shabby, right? It was a beautiful place, 2 stories, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. The classic California style. It was built back in 1950, and it had this really elegant set of steps leading up to the front door. You can just picture him coming home to that house after a long day on set. Now, it's gone. Julianne Hough from Dancing with the Stars, she posted a video on Instagram and she's freaking out. There's a fire right by her house in the Hollywood Hills. She's saying, "There is a fire right by my house. We're with friends, but anybody that's in the Hollywood Hills, I've just been having this intuitive feeling that we're in a bowl of how everything is surrounding Hollywood, and now this is at the center of Hollywood." She's urging everyone to evacuate immediately. Go, 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 right now. Brad Paisley, the country music star. He lost his home in the Pacific Palisades wildfires. He shared an emotional post on Instagram, remembering it as the first home he bought with his wife, Kimberly. Anna Faris, the Hollywood movie star. Well, she lost her mansion in the Pacific Palisades wildfires. These fires have been absolutely devastating, burning thousands of acres. Pictures of her home, it's just a pile of ashes. You can barely even tell what it used to look like. She bought that place in 2019, a 4,000 square foot mansion. Can you imagine? It's just gone. It's a reminder of how powerful and destructive these fires can be. Okay, you guys, the pictures are just devastating. All that's left of Anna Faris's mansion are a few trees, and even their leaves are burned off. You can barely make out the outline of the swimming pool, and it looks like all the water has evaporated. And there's no car in the driveway, which probably means she was able to evacuate before the fire hit. She bought that house after she and Chris Pratt split up. They sold their Hollywood Hills home in 2018, and she moved into this place. Now, it's gone. It's just heartbreaking. Beyoncé's mom, Tina Knowles, just shared some heartbreaking news. She lost her Malibu bungalow in the recent wildfires. It's a real tragedy. Julia Louis-Dreyfus and her husband, Brad Hall, they lost their home in the Pacific Palisades wildfires. I mean, the pictures are devastating. It's just a pile of rubble. They bought that house, this beautiful Mediterranean-style home, back in the 90s. Can you imagine? All those memories, gone. Jamie Chung and Brian Greenberg, they lost their home in the Los Angeles wildfires. Brian posted a message on Instagram saying, "Family is safe and that's all that matters. Everything else is just stuff." He shared some pictures of their home. It's just gone. He said, "It was all a dream." Thankfully, the family is safe. Before they evacuated, he posted a heartwarming photo of their twin sons playing on his back. You could tell they were trying to make the best of a scary situation. Jamie also posted about the tragedy, thanking the firefighters and urging everyone in affected areas to be ready to evacuate. Cary Elwes, Westley from The Princess Bride, he just shared some devastating news. He and his family lost their home in the wildfires. He posted a video on social media, and it's terrifying. The sky is just filled with smoke. He wrote, "Evacuation from Malibu 10:30 p.m. PST, biblical." Can you imagine?